1. The Temple of Bone. Skulls pave the floor. Femur columns rise into the dark. Rib cages arch overhead like ceilings. This temple isn't stone, it's bone. At night, the marrow glows red, humming like a heartbeat. The sound vibrates in your chest until it feels like your own pulse. Then the walls shift. Whole corridors rearrange themselves. A colossal worm of marrow tunnels through the architecture, dragging the skeleton city with it like armor. The temple isn't a ruin. It's alive. And every step deeper, the hum grows louder, like it's calling my name. Would you step inside knowing it's waiting for you? The skin market. A market still thrives here, but nothing is made of cloth or stone. Lamps blink with eyelids, doors murmur with lips, bags twitch with fingers inside. The smell is rot and warm leather. Behind every stall is the same creature, a stitched-together merchant, tearing itself apart and sewing it back in over and over. It sells itself by the piece, and then I saw it. My face, on display, still breathing, still blinking, its eyes locked on mine. The lips moved, whispering one word, help. Could you walk away from yourself, begging to be bought? The river that eats. No streets here, only canals of black water. Still, silent, too deep to see the bottom. We leaned over the edge, and the ripples formed a mouth. My mouth. It whispered secrets I'd never spoken out loud. The water smiled, then it pulled. A formless weight dragged at my reflection. They say the river swallows explorers whole, and in the morning their faces ripple in the surface, begging to pull others down. I saw mine again, eyes wide, smiling wider. Would you dare look into the water, knowing it's already memorized your face? 10-4. The City of Throats. Here, the buildings breathe. Tubes lined with vocal cords moan with the wind. Every corner sighs, low and mournful. I stepped inside one. The walls screamed my name, louder, sharper, until my ears bled. Fleshy tendrils slithered out of the walls, wrapping around my arms, dragging me closer. The city doesn't echo, it devours. Every voice becomes its own. I tried to scream, but when the sound came back, it wasn't mine anymore. The voice that answered was deeper, hungry, and it whispered one word back, stay. Would you risk speaking here, even once? 5. The Puppeteer's Orchard. Bodies hang from the trees like rotten fruit, silent, motionless, until the sun sets. Then the strings pull tight, invisible threads yank the corpses upright. They twitch, jerk, reenacting the city's last day. Screaming, burning, begging for mercy. The ground heaves, roots stretch like veins pulsing under the soil. A vast fungal mass below the orchard pulls the strings, playing the dead like toys. Then every puppet turns toward me, eyes rolling, mouths snapping. Their arms reach, and I feel a tug at my wrist, new strings tightening. Would you cut yourself free or let them pull? Number 6, the Endless Banquet. The feast still waits in the palace, tables of blackened meat, wine like tar. The smell alone makes you gag, but the diners haven't left. Faceless figures sit slumped, chewing endlessly. Then I see why. Fat black slugs crawl through their jaws, chewing for them, eating the flesh, wearing the bodies like suits. One diner turns toward me. Its mouth cracks wider than bone should allow. A slug tongue slithers out. Chairs scrape across the floor, empty seats shifting closer. The banquet never ends. Would you sit down if the feast already saved you a place? 7. The Tower of Wet Mirrors. The tower drips, walls slick with condensation. Every mirror shows us a few seconds late. At first, it feels like a glitch. Then the reflections move on their own. They fight, they bleed, they die in ways we haven't yet. One reflection looks straight at me, it smiles, then it punches through the glass, dripping black water, clawing at me. Behind me, every mirror ripples. Every reflection smiles, all of them waiting to step through. Would you face your reflection? 8. The Egg City. The city looks like stone until it cracks like an egg. Veins pulse inside, organs hum, every building feeds something alive. A heartbeat shakes the ground. A colossal eye blinks through the shell. The city wasn't built, it was laid. Cracks spread across walls and streets. The heartbeat roars until it drowns out everything else. The shell begins to splinter and every fragment falls away to reveal something moving inside. Would you stay to see it hatch? Number 9, the inverted monastery. A monastery hangs upside down over an abyss. Monks dangle, chanting endlessly, their limbs entwine, faces merging into one mask. Arms weave into spider legs. They fuse into a dripping, black honey creature. The chant grows sweeter, urging me to kneel. The spider thing lowers itself down, mandibles clicking in rhythm with the chant. It whispers my name through 100 mouths. Would you answer its call? 10. The city that molts. The ruins shed husks like snakeskin. Walls peel, revealing glistening flesh. Wet, screaming humanoids crawl out, born from the city itself. It isn't crumbling, it's growing. Every molt births more monsters, skinless, hungry, multiplying. The husks collapse into dust. The next generation pushes through, hundreds of hands scraping across the walls. And when the city molts again, more will follow. Would you outrun them or join the swarm?